So I've got some time today. Got everything packed and shipped out that needs to go out. I'm going to try to better evaluate this van. So I'm trying to rig up seriously? Trying to rig up a little temporary fuel jug since I don't know what is or isn't inside that tank. So this lawnmower gas tank should work just perfect. It's above the inlet, so should be enough to gravity feed it. I gotta get this clamp off. Whoever put this clamp on is a moron. They've got the fastener side. Oh, it's not even tight. Never mind. They got the fastener side of it pointed the wrong way. This isn't even the right size. Alright, I had to get a screwdriver. Alright, I'm back. Somebody put a new fuel line on this thing. So there's that going for it. Alright. Alright. So I'm trying to put a fuel line that comes off of there. Go there. There. To there. Let's see what happens. I know, there's no fuel pump. Well, guess what? My Model A Ford ran just fine and it didn't have a fuel pump. So, there's that. Most garden tractors run just fine and they don't have a fuel pump. Away from the fan. It's, you know, it's the last thing you want. I wonder if I reroute this. Right there. That should work, right? I think. Alright, so temporary fuel line up to the lawnmower gas tank. That'll work, right? And tuck this over here somewhere. work, right? Maybe. Well, what do you think? It's gonna work? So what I might do is put this on here in case this starts pumping, but I don't think it's in case the old fuel pump starts working. I'm gonna put this one on here. I doubt it will, judging by the fact that there's a new fuel pump laying on the front seat. I have a feeling that's where they left off. No, that's not a bottle of piss I'm holding. That's supposed to be the gas I'm gonna use, but I don't think I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna go get some fresh gas. All right, so I have a little bit of fresher fuel. So I'm gonna try this real quick, see how it goes. All right, I went and picked up some new fuel. That looks like fuel that I can use. I'll get some in here. All right, I poured some fuel in the bowl. I put fuel in here. Open that valve. Not seeing any leaking. Probably help if I go get the battery or the key. The key would definitely help. Oh no, there goes my bottle. My fuel bottle just rolled away. So I still have a problem with being loud and vocal in front of other people, even though, you know, potentially showing it to thousands of people. But while I'm sitting here doing this, the people in the background watching me, and I get like stage fright. So that's why I keep talking so quiet. Let's see if this battery is still up. Oh, it's hot in here. Ooh. And it smells like tires. I don't know why it smells like tires in here. All right. Let's try a little bit of... I mean, it's trying to do something. Running. Oh, let's see if that fuel pump's pumping. I'd say it runs pretty good. Misfire. Definite misfire. All these wires on. Besides the misfire, it seems to run pretty good. I'll have to double check and make sure. Just gotta put all the wires on the right way, because a lot of people don't know that these have two different firing orders. Looks like they're all on. Definite fuel supply issue, I think. I doubt I ran through that fuel already. I think it's possible. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. No, we got fuel in there. All right, well, I'm gonna double check this firing order and go from there. All right, so I already found one that's wrong. 7 was wrong. 137. It had 6 where 7's supposed to be, so I already found one that's wrong. Let's see what's wrong next. So I found, what was it, 2 or 3 wires that were crossed. So I think somebody tried to put the 302 firing order in this. Better. I think my lack of fuel pressure is working against me right now. So, got no oil pressure. But I have a feeling it's because somebody didn't hook up the oil pressure sensor, because that motor's not clacking like it doesn't have oil pressure. Definitely has no fuel pressure, but that's neither here nor there at this point. Motor sounds pretty good though. With the correct firing order, it sounds pretty good. The wrong firing order, it sounds like shit. I gotta figure out if there's fuel in this tank or not. Or which tank? I think it's got 2 tanks. It's got 2 tanks. Hopefully it just has no gas in it. I mean, the motor sounds pretty good. All right. See, I figure out where the oil pressure sending unit is on this. It should be on the driver's side down there. Should be. All right, I filled the fuel bowls one more time. I'm gonna see if this thing will go into gear. Forward and reverse works. A pretty good running motor after I fixed the firing order. Oh, ran out of fuel. So I'm pretty sure the oil pressure unit just isn't hooked up because that motor runs too quiet to have no oil pressure. I mean, look at the Craig's video with his Mustang. That thing had like 5 psi and it was rattling like a mofo. I like his videos. He's got some good content. I still think he looks like what's his face from the original Hot Rod movie from what, 1978 or 9. Just, you'll see what I mean. Anyways, no, I'm not checking out other guys. I have a hard enough time with the woman's. Alright, well, I don't feel like getting involved with the fuel pump today. It's hot out. It's like 80 something degrees out. And it was like snowing out 2 weeks ago. It's crazy. But I only have like 3 hours. Sometimes these fuel pumps can be a pain, and I just had the engine running for like 5 minutes, so I really don't want my fingers in there with the nice toasty engine. So next time I have a chance, I'll definitely get this fuel pump taken care of. But I think I'm gonna put these wheels and tires on that I brought out here, just so get it looking a little spiffier. So how's the radio works? Oh, I had the coil turned on. Radio work? No, no radio. Floor motor? None of this stuff works. Wipers? Oh, wipers are trying to work. Horn work? Horn works. So none of this stuff works, huh? Wonder if any of this is even hooked up in here. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna try to swap these wheels and tires while I'm out here today. Yeah, that's it. I'll swap wheels and tires. Found something else wrong. Can't get this door open. I'm stuck. Silas, you sold me a bum vehicle. I'm stuck inside it. It's okay. I got it. Alright. Ooh, dome light works. I really gotta get like a tripod or something. This Milwaukee works pretty freaking good. They got some nice ethnic music in the background. All right. Got good brakes on it. Actually, brakes felt pretty okay. I know there's a puddle leaking. Probably got a bad rear main. All right, ooh, definitely gonna need some brake lines. If I go any further with this thing, I'll definitely replace those rubber hoses. Actually, I wonder if they collapsed. All right. So it's funny, I should have said something about that brake hose, because I think it collapsed because that caliper's locked up tight now. Go figure. And I don't think it's interference because I tried to turn it before I took the wheel off and it still wouldn't turn, so. Alright, let's get this done. I'm gonna try to pull this forward so I can get underneath the back end with the jack. I gotta oil these doors. No, you're not gonna work now? It worked fine before. Oh, now you're just not gonna work? It was flooded. Come on, you can do it. Come on. All right, that's enough. Oh yeah, I can't get out. All right, so I kind of ran out of lug nuts. Ooh. Look, it's looking better already. I gotta put some air in those tires though. I really should stop for my lunch break. I think that's where I'm stopping with this today. I'm going to order some new front brake lines for it and try to get the front of the motor back together. Well, fuel pump. I'll do the fuel pump next and put some new front brake lines on it and get the front of the motor back together, you know, radiator, all that. Looks a little better, doesn't it? Always got to remember the wheels make the vehicle. I think these are the perfect choice. They're the right vintage for it, the right look. I'm happy with my choice. So I actually have this patch panel in the warehouse. I may actually try to fix this. All right, lunchtime. See you. Okay, so I lied. I've got like an hour and a half left before I got to take off, and I don't feel like actually working today, so all right. It smells like old gas, unfortunately. That smells like nothing. Oh! So you want to see a chrome hand sniff a hole. Sounds empty. Just like my head. All right. I say if I'm going to try to run it off of one of the tanks, I think the rear is going to be a safe bet. Because the front tank is usually the main tank on these, and the rears didn't get used as much. At least that's how they usually were. Let's try. That sounds empty too. So there they are, both empty. Oh man. Yeah, that rear main's leaking like crazy on this thing. Hold on a second. I don't hear anything sloshing around. I think these tanks are empty. So I'm gonna try to get this fuel pump off. Turns out I have more time today than I thought. Put that back. That back. All right, I'll get back to work. So I just realized I never actually did one of these fuel pumps on this channel. I've done them on my other channel. You can find those under Adventures of Jim. So the fuel pump's down here. It's like right there. But it's right behind the power steering pump. And you basically need to be a contortionist to get that thing out of there. So, yeah. All right. Let's get at it. So, slight turn of events. I got lucky because the radiator's out. So, future reference, you want to get at one of these fuel pumps, take out the radiator. Because look at all that room I got. All right, now the fun part. So some of the most beautiful aged to perfection fuel came out of this line. So after I get the fuel pump on, I think I'm gonna hook up a electric pump to this line and see if anything comes out before I put everything back together. All right, onto the fuel pump. Oh, it's all coming back to me now. I remember why it's such a pain. The bolt on the backside you can't freaking get to. It's like in there. All right, fuel pump's out. So what I discovered made it easier was, go figure, I can't find it now, where'd it go? Gone. Oh, that's the oil pressure sender. Found it easier to take that off. Then I was able to get at the boat, and then I was able to get at the bolt relatively easily, but still kind of a pain. Oh, by the way, fuel pressure sending unit was not hooked up, so yeah. So fuel pump. Gasket came off with it. And looks like there's a gasket on there. So it was double gasketed. Nice. No wonder I think it was leaking so much. All right, well, let's see how much time I got left. See if I get that cleaned up and see how this new fuel pump looks, if it looks the same as this one or not. Find out soon, right? So technically I bought this van off of Silas's father, Ed. I believe that's his name. Well, Ed, whether you knew it or not, you gave me a new fuel pump for this van. This was laying in the front seat. It looks like a perfect match, so thanks, Ed. Alright, well, I got that scraped pretty good. It's not absolutely flawless, but it's pretty good. Started to get a little carried away scraping some of those oily dirt off the sides of the block. You know, whoa, look at that blue car, you know, fucking pretty sure I have ADHD, but who knows? Maybe I'll get diagnosed someday. Alright, let me try to find some RTV. So what I did, I put a little thin layer of this ultra gray on the fuel pump and then put the gasket over it, and then I'm going to do the same this, just kind of oh, here goes my instructions. A little windy out today. You know, just you don't have to overdo it. That's actually probably too much. And if you're anything like me, you'll promptly misplace the hardware. Make sure that's lined up. And it's lined up. And that's lined up. So what's going to happen, as soon as you try to put this fuel pump on, the gasket's just going to come loose anyway. So everything I'm doing right now is completely irrelevant. Ask me how I know. So like an hour later, you would think I should be a pro at doing this by now. I did like 6 of these fuel pumps. It's a pain every time because I always forget how I did it. Well, look what I got to do. Get extension off of it, going that way all the way out to here to do that one bolt. This shit's ridiculous. I gotta leave in like 15 minutes. I've been fighting this bolt, trying to get it back on for like 40 minutes now. I'm not even joking. So I finished literally down to the wire. It is just after 3 and I need to clean up and get that heck out of here so I can get home and get my son. But got the oil pressure sending unit back on, put some Teflon tape on it. Fuel pump is bolted back on, and this is where I'm going to leave you guys today. Not about tomorrow, but the next video I will pick up on seeing what's in the fuel tank, if anything. So see you guys then.